Hey guys, I've been drinking the medical medium Anthony William, drinking the celery juice and the heavy metal detox smoothie for a little over 6 months now. If you haven't seen my videos before, my name is Jim. I talk a lot about chronic pain a lot. Mine is due to about 40 years now with thoracic outlet syndrome, or TOS. And also I've had 3 lower back surgeries, including a 2-level lumbar fusion 3.5 years ago. It was actually 2 surgeries. They had to go in through the front, and then they gave me a day of rest, and they had to go in through the back and finish it up. So it was pretty rough surgery, but I'm doing pretty good from that now. And like I said, I've been drinking the celery juice. I started out, I was drinking it twice a day for probably the first 5 months or so. I said it's been a little over 6 months now, but maybe the last few weeks I've kind of been not having the afternoon dose, just because it kind of gets to be kind of a hassle, and you know, and maybe I will once in a while. But so it's usually a 16 to 20 ounce glass of celery juice in the morning on an empty stomach when I first get up, and like I said, then sometimes in the afternoon, but not as much lately. And then the heavy metal detox smoothie. And what that is supposed to do is draw heavy metals out of your system. And the interesting thing about that is I started it, basically both of these things, to see if they helped with chronic pain. And it was just kind of interesting that I also started about the same time that all this virus stuff popped up, and a lot of these foods that he recommends, the plant-based foods, are supposed to like help get rid of viruses. And a lot of the things in your body that are causing people a lot of chronic pain, a lot of chronic conditions, are viruses. They just get in your system and they kind of stay there, and they just kind of start causing, wreaking all this havoc, and they can attack your nervous system and things like that. And he said if you've had like chronic pain for a long period of time, that it does take time. Your nervous system has to kind of rebuild itself. You have to start kind of knocking those viruses down, and your nervous system has to kind of rebuild itself. The interesting thing too is there's kind of a spiritual awakening going on the planet right now. I know I've kind of been waking up for the last several years, but the interesting thing too is I think these are kind of helping with that. I know the heavy metal detox smoothie kind of draws all these heavy metals out of your body and out of your system, and I think some of these things get up into your head. There's something in your head, in your brain, called the pineal gland, I think you call it. And I think it is kind of helping with that. So I think it's interesting that I just happened to start this, with all the virus, thing that started. And then with this awakening, I think it's helping me wake up more. I think the plant-based foods kind of draw the toxins out of your system and kind of clear your head out. And I feel like I'm, pretty awake. I have problems because I feel like lately nobody knows what I'm talking about. I go on Facebook and talk about stuff, and everybody thinks I'm crazy, or they laugh at me, they make fun at me, they get mad at me, things I say, it's stuff about politics that I see, and it's just like I kind of feel like nobody gets me lately. And it's like I'll just see things and I try to point them out to people, and they don't see them. I guess they're not, I guess I'm more awake than most people. I guess I'm a little ahead of the curve. So as far as, am I noticing any less pain, any less physical pain? I don't think I've had really any bad flare-ups lately. I still sort of have the typical everyday pain, but I don't feel like that it's quite as bad as it used to be. And I keep working on myself. I do a lot of self-massage, and I was doing a lot of cupping, vacuum cupping, for a while, but I haven't even felt like I needed that lately. So mainly just a lot of self-massage and a lot of movement, like just mobility exercises. And I do feel like my muscles are kind of getting softer. And a lot of the times I'll just, use my thumbs and just, just work on the different tight spots. I have some fascia blaster tools that I use sometimes as well, but a lot of times just, in certain areas I've just been using my thumbs, and that's been working pretty good. And I'm noticing that I don't bruise as much as I did when I first started working on my mobility. That was about 7 years ago, because I've been in a lot of pain for a lot of years. And the problem is I worked so long. We had a dairy ranch, and I just kept working and working because, there's no one else to do the work. And over time, I just got worse and worse and worse, to the point where I just could hardly move anymore. And then I had, TOS surgery. I had some muscles taken out of the right side of my neck on one side, like, 30 years ago or so now. And that just kind of made me worse, and I really could never work after that. And then I started having back surgeries. I've had 3 back surgeries, and the first 2 really didn't make me much better. In fact, they kind of made me worse. But this, like I said, this last fusion surgery, this was on levels L4-5 and L5-S1, seems to be helping me quite a bit. I have a lot less pain in my legs, and I'm moving around better. I can sit better. So I'm pretty happy with the way that's going. So really the biggest drawback to like drinking the celery juice and the heavy metal detox smoothie is, well, you have to keep, buying all the, all the produce. There's a lot of fresh stuff you have to always keep in stock. But, I have stores real close. I have a produce market right in front of my house. So it's not that big of a deal. And the other thing is you have to go to the bathroom, more often. But usually I'm around the house, quite a bit. I don't really go out all that much, just because, being on disability and being in pain, I don't really get out all that much anyway. So all this lockdown and stuff really doesn't affect me that much. To me, it's really not all that much different anyway. But like I said, I'm usually home, so if I do have to go to the bathroom a little more often, it's not that big of a deal. Sometimes if I have to go out and do something, then maybe I'll just not have my heavy metal detox smoothie till later in the day. But usually I have the celery juice first thing in the morning, and then the heavy metal detox a little while after that, the heavy metal detox smoothie a little while after that, just to, it's kind of my breakfast. And then I eat during the day mostly fresh fruits and vegetables, mostly plant-based foods. And then for dinner, I'll usually have a little bit of meat. Otherwise, I get too hungry. But I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I feel like I am making progress as far as my my pain levels, and I feel like I'm getting a little bit better movement, and I just keep working on that gradually every day. So I feel like that this is, another piece to the puzzle for my healing. And I also, like I said, do feel like think it's helping me kind of wake up a little bit more. Like I said, there's kind of a spiritual awakening going on the planet right now, and I kind of feel like this is helping me with that as well. So I'm just planning to keep sticking to it and seeing how far I can take it. People keep saying I look healthy, and I feel pretty healthy, and I feel pretty alert. So, really, like I said, besides having to buy the stuff and maybe go to the bathroom more often, I feel good. So I'm just going to stick with it, and I'll give you guys some more updates down the road. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys are doing good.